Hey, it's Lisa from Melbourne, Australia, and I help coaches and consultants and online experts and course creators basically help them to get their businesses and their courses launched and help them to get more clients in their businesses and bring their businesses online using different strategies and different tools and software and automated systems. And today I'm going to teach you something that's kind of basic, but it's actually a program that I use like every single day in my business. So it's kind of like an important tool. And this tool is Canva. And you can just go to canva.com to sign up to get your free copy. Now, basically, it's a website where you can just sign up and edit or create images online. It's like a graphic design software, but it's so much easier than Photoshop. So a lot of marketers use it because, we're not all interior, what do you call it? Graphic designers, you know what I mean? So this is an easy way that you can create images, and even for social media. So like a lot of people use this even if they're not, hardcore business, just for creating images for social media and that type of thing. And what I want to show you is like I actually build funnels for clients, and what these are is they're basically just a series of web pages, kind of like mini websites. And it's kind of like they're kind of replacing websites in a big way to sell products and services. So often we need like a lot of elements. So this is the software that I'm using now, and I'm creating this page, right? And I wanted some elements. So I wanted some little arrows here, which I made. And then I just duplicated a couple here. And I wanted a nice banner, a ribbon banner for a button that, it can be clickable, right? So basically, I'd seen an idea of this ribbon, and I had looked on Canva. And if you come up to Canva and say, for example, I'm going to create a new project, and I'm just going to duplicate this just for the sake of showing you this. So for this one, I'll just duplicate that, and then I'm just going to delete these elements. Actually, I deleted the whole thing. Hang on a minute. Okay, delete these elements up here. You'll see that this is just made up of a series of little parts. I had to figure out how to do this because I wanted to make it, and I like little challenges, right? So so basically, anyway, I made up this ribbon. And if you come here to down the sidebar here on Canva, you can see elements. And if I search, for example, ribbons, there's a lot that you can actually get that are already inside the system, that are already pre-made for you. Like this one here is actually, not bad. But there's a lot of them that are also, there's also a lot of them that you can't, you have to have the pro version for, which is a paid version as well. See, so I could have this one there, and I could change the outline here to even just the same color if I wanted, and I could form a shadow, and I could also turn this around to make it look like the other one that I've done. And then I can make that bigger. But what I was finding is by the time I get it to the size that I want, it's going really wide, and I wanted more of a longer, narrow ribbon. So that's why I decided to create my own. But Canva gives you all sorts of little parts that you can actually, use also to, actually, let me just have a look at this. So you can't actually stretch it lengthwise. If you could stretch it lengthwise, I could just make it longer. But this one, you can only sort of stretch it out, and then it just goes bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm pretty sure you can't just stretch it lengthwise. There could be a way, but I don't know how. So anyway, I decided to make my own anyway. So basically, if you go to the elements and you can just search shapes, and then it'll give you all sorts of basic shapes like triangles and squares and everything, where you can just create your own. Right? So basically all I did for this ribbon is I just got a square, okay? And then see, it's got the little handles on the side that you can move it to make it longer, right? So I just did that, and then grab the handles down the side to make it narrower. Okay, and then the great thing about Canva is see how it's got those purple lines to position? So it'll actually position it perfectly center for you as well, which is great. And then what I did is I just scrolled down looking for more shapes to see if I could find the ends of the ribbons. And so you'll see there's even one up here that's like a see-through one. and there's one here, for example. So I get that and I turn that around, and then I'll put it on top of this one here, just so I can get the exact right size. See? So I'll go down to the same size, and then I'll move that to sort of where I want it, which I'm going to need to move it down a little bit to make it look like it's behind, like a shadow, right? Okay, and then basically I can put this behind. So if I go up here to position, I can go backward, and I can just put that behind the first shape, right? And then all I have to do is I come here and I just copy it. Up the top here I go copy to duplicate it, right? And then I just turn it around, and then I position this on the other side to make it the same. Okay? So, where is it? Just say it's roughly there, and then I'll position it backward. Okay? Now what I want to do is I want to have to create some type of little shadow down here in this corner. So what I did for that, which was a little bit more of a hassle, but I did, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. I always figure out how to do something somehow. I think I used just this triangle up here, this right angle, and yeah, so what I did is I think I turned it around like that, right? And then what I did, now if I change the colors here, you'll see better, okay? So I'll change the colors just to how I did it before. So this is the main color. And then I did a slightly darker shade for these end bits, because it looks like a shadow, right? So it's slightly hidden behind, okay? And this particular little end ribbon I've chosen has got like a grey border, so I'm going to change that grey border to the same color so it doesn't have a border at all, okay? And then I'm going to change this triangle up here to the darkest color, which is the darkest shadow, right? And then I'm going to reduce this down in size, and I'm going to play around with it until it just gets to the same size as what I want to fit into this little piece here, right? Like that. And then I'm going to do is I need to cut off that bottom piece. So I just click on it again, and I just move that handle up to crop it like that, right? And there we have it. And then what I did is I just copied that, and then I just turned that around to do it on the other side. And then basically what you do is then you go down to the sidebar here to text, and then basically you grab some text. So say I'll grab a subheading, and then I'll just start typing, okay? And then I can change the font to whatever I want as well. So then I can stretch this handle out to make this text fit in one line. And I can just grab it and I can move it and center it. See, it tells you where to center it, where the center is, okay? So it's perfectly center. Then I highlight the text, and I'll just change that to white, up on the color here, white. And then I'm going to change the font. So the font I'm using is Railway. So I can search at the top Railway. And now the reason I'm choosing this font is because this is the font that I'm using inside of my funnel pages. So I want all the font to match, okay? And then basically once I've finished, you know, editing that, then I'm going to save it. Now, what you'll see, now you can only do this with the Pro version, which is $17.99 US a month. And honestly, it's worth paying for because you'll use Canva like literally just about every day, especially if you're doing social media stuff. But the free version will get you a long way too. It's just that you can't save an image with a transparent background with the free version. And that's what I actually do the most, especially for websites and things like that. So if I come back over to my funnel, you'll see I just put this on a light grey background. Well, if you go back to Canva here, right? Or actually, which window am I on? If you go back to Canva here, right, if I click on, if I highlight this main object, right, and I click on this color wheel up here, I can click the background. So if I go light gray, it'll be a light gray background, right? Now what I did at first was just to see the size and play until I play around with it, and I know that this is the right size, the text is the right size, the ribbon's the right size, everything, just to see if it's perfect before I download, you know, the master copy, right? So then I upload it to my funnel, and I place it in here just with the background so I can see what it looks like. I think, oh yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the size, happy with the text size. Yep, I'm going to go ahead, and that's going to be my final. Okay, you can download the transparent straight away too, but this is just what I did at this particular time, right? So then what I'll do is it doesn't matter even if I leave that grey or if I change it to a different colour or make it white, I can still download it as transparent, right? So basically what I'll do is I'll highlight, I'm on page 2 here because I've been duplicating these objects, right? So I go up the top here to where the arrow is where it says download, and I'm going to download it as a PNG. You can also have the option for PDF and that as well if you're making documents and lead magnets. And then I need to click here, transparent background, and that'll download this as a transparent background. Okay, it'll take off that grey colour in the back. So then we can put this object anywhere you want, and it'll just look like it's perfectly, you know, fits into the page. Okay, so now I'm going to open this. Oh, actually no, what I did is I chose all of it. So I'm going to do that again. Okay, what I forgot to show you is I meant to go down to all pages here, and I choose page 2 because I only want to download this one, not all of it, in a zip file, right? Okay, so I'll download it because it'll just come up as an image to save if I do it this way. Okay, so it's opening. My computer's really slow. Now you'll see here the grey's gone and it's a nice, beautiful, clear background. And this is how you can make icons and buttons and so many other things for your websites and social media, everything, by having these clear backgrounds. Okay, so green banner. All right, just save things to my desktop so it's easy to find. Okay, and also I'll show you here too how I made the arrows. Where are we? If I come back here, I'll show you the little arrow that I made. And this is the same. I downloaded this on a clear background too. Basically, all I did is I went to Elements and I just typed in down arrow. Okay. And then I found one that looked how I wanted it to look. Where is it? There's lots and lots of different types of down arrows, but anyway, I found this one. I can't remember where it is now. Anyway, for the sake of this video, so I'm not taking up too much time, basically this is just 2 objects, right? And I just put 2 on top of each other and changed the colors so that I had like a little bit of a border on one. Okay, and that's all I did for that. And then I downloaded that with a transparent background. Sometimes you have to play around with sizes as well if you're doing it for a website, you know, play around with the pixel sizes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm coming back to my funnel. I've saved this ribbon with a clear background, so it's perfect, it's ready to go, and I'm just going to replace this dummy image that I put in. So in this particular program I'm using called Clickfunnels, which is absolutely amazing, most exciting program of my life, the best tool I've ever had. Basically you just go up to settings here, if any of you have got Clickfunnels, and you click on images, and then basically I upload a new image, and then I find this on my desktop, and I think I saved it as green banner. Yep, here we go. Open. It'll upload that. And then basically I add image and it'll replace that other one. So now you can see that now the grey is gone. You can see my beautiful background here on the website, and it just looks beautiful. Now what I can do too is I can also, because I've done this as an image rather than a button, like something like this, I can actually, you know, go into the settings and I can actually change this to click, to open a pop-up, or which I have actually got a pop-up here, or I can make it go to another website or link or something like that. So this is the pop-up I've got, which I'm still you know, editing the text here, but I can actually make that banner image when people click it to actually open up this pop-up to put up their email address if I want. So it's absolutely amazing. So yeah, so this is what I'm doing at the moment, playing around with this, and I'm going to show you more about this in the weekend I'm going to do a live in my Facebook group. If you want to see what's going on and what I'm going to talk about this demo funnel, how exciting it is and how you can use it for your business and how it can bring in so many more subscribers and help you grow your YouTube fan base, subscriber base as well. Join my Facebook group, and I'm going to be going live in the weekend. It's www.bossmumscollective.com. So that's Boss Mums with MUMS, because it's spelt the Kiwi and Australian way. So bossmumscollective.com, and you can join the group, and you'll see my live in the weekend where I'm going to be talking all about this demo funnel, how you can use it for different businesses, and awesome for network marketing, awesome for people that demo products, awesome for crafters that demo or do classes, any business basically that wants to show off what they do and have a behind the scenes and also like your own reality show. So that's it for this video. Go get your copy of Canva because it will change your life seriously. One of the best free graphic design software tools on the internet, and so many people are using it online now. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.